we are discussing about the Maslow's need hierarchy theory. So in motivation, one of the main contribution of the development of the need hierarchy theory, that credit goes to Abraham Harold Maslow. So as you know, A.H. Maslow means Abraham Harold Maslow. He is an American psychologist and developed this theory based on the three major assumptions. By making three major assumptions, this theory was propounded by Abraham Harold Maslow. So let's see what are those three assumptions. As you know about while development of a theory, that theory is to be based on certain assumptions. By making certain assumptions, the specialist or the experts, they are going to develop the theories. So let's see what are the assumptions of need hierarchy theory. So the first assumption is people's behavior being affected by their needs. So here there is a relationship between needs of human and their behavior. So if the need of employee is not satisfied by the organization, means the behavior of an employee is to be changed at the working place. Say for example, already I have given an example, employee is very much of need in getting sufficient salary. So if the company is not provided sufficient salary to him or her who are working in the company, automatically their behavior is going to be changed. So they will be get much of tension. So based on those tensions, they cannot able to focus on the work to be performed. So that is one assumption. Then second is, there are many needs of people and their order or priority can be made based on their preference. So here man is a wanting animal, so all of we know. So that is, once the one need is satisfied, automatically the employee or a human being is going to see or going to prefer for satisfaction of higher level needs or another needs. So like there are so many types of needs of an employee. All those needs are to be categorized based on their priority or preference, that is to be in an orderly wise. That is the second assumptions. Then third is, motivation ends with the satisfaction of the needs. So here ultimately the motivation main aim is to satisfy the needs of employee. So when you provided all the facilities which is to be required for the employee and whatever the needs to be raised by employee, if you satisfied all those needs, means automatically the needs of employee get ended. So then the motivation process will be over. So this is all about the assumptions of Maslow's need hierarchy theory. So when you go through the motivation process, just it is very similar to the motivation process. Then coming to the main important thing, that is Maslow need hierarchy theory. So here The Maslow developed this theory, and also he identified the many types of needs and wants of the people. So in general as well as in company also. Based on those identification, he categorized all the types of needs into 5 major categories. How many types? 5 major categories. By making 5 major categories, he developed this theory. So those 5 categories of needs are to be represented in triangle diagram. So when you look into this triangle diagram, so you come to know how many types of needs are identified by Maslow. There are 5. One is basic or physiological needs. Then second is safety or security needs. Then third is affiliation or belongingness needs. Then fourth is esteem needs. Then last but not least, fifth is self actualization needs. Based on the priority and preference of employees and human beings, the types of needs are to be categorized into 5 categories. One is basic needs, second is safety needs, third is affiliation needs, fourth is esteem needs, then fifth is self actualization needs. Then let's see what all the each type of needs concerned with. So here on right side and the left side of the triangle diagram, you can look an example of organization example and also individual example. So individual example are the examples which are concerned for a normal human beings. So it's like equal to all the human beings on earth. But the organizational example is concerned with the people who are working at the workplace. So if you are doing the job, so you can refer the organizational example. So if as a common human being, so we are referring an example of individual example. So let's see what the first need explains. Basic or physiological needs. So these are the needs which are concerned with satisfaction of basic needs like food, air, water, shelter, sleep. So all the basic needs that is to be required for each and every human being on the earth. Say for example, food is required for me, required for you and required for everyone also. And air, water, shelter, sleep. So those all the basic needs which are to be required for each and every human being on the earth. So the human exists to satisfy the basic need of physiological needs. If you are not getting the proper salary, means you cannot able to fulfill the basic needs. Say for example, I'm giving an example for your easy understanding. I'm taking the salary, so that is not sufficient to meet out my basic needs, means it's not possible to lead my life. So that is why the company must provide basic salary to satisfy the hunger or to get the food, facilities of food, air, water, shelter, sleep. So if the company provided basic salary which satisfies human needs means then their life will be leaded without any tension. So that is the first type of need, basic or physiological needs. Individual example is hunger, then organizational example is basic salary. So once the individual need is satisfied, once the basic need is satisfied, the person moves to the next level of need, that is safety or security needs. Say for example, nowadays each and everyone, we are in the need of safety or security. That may be so on health issues, or that may be in any of the form. So like we need a safety for our life. Say it includes getting pension plan. So if the employee is retired from his work, means how to lead the life after the retirement. Is it right? So the employee has worked for 60 years. After completion of the age of 60, he needs an amount, regular amount to lead the life. So after the retirement also hunger will be there. So we need to get all the basic facilities. For that, the company must provide pension plans or gratuity funds, provident funds, etc., which help the employee to lead the life even after retirement. So when you come to an individual example, that is stability of income. So the every human being needs the regular and stable income. If you get the stable income, then it helps to satisfy your hunger. You can have the food, you can have the water, you can get the shelter, and you can get all the basic facilities. So that is why the safety needs, which includes protection to our life and the confirmation or regular income to lead the life without any tensions, to satisfy even the basic needs. That is the second type of need, safety or security needs. Example is for organization, that is pension plan. So in context of individual example, stability of income. Then once the safety need is satisfied, the employee or a human being moves to the next level of need. Already I told you that man is a wanting animal. So even one need is satisfied, so we are, or for human being it arises another need. So once the safety need is satisfied, then it moves to the next level of need, that is affiliation or belongingness needs. So which includes maintaining cordial relations with colleagues, So here cordial relation with colleagues is nothing but friendly relationship between all the working employees as a team. So we should respect each other, we should be friendly in nature at the working place without any prejudice or without any personal bias. So if you have a friendly cooperation and relationship with all the employees in organization, the entire organizational goals are to be achieved, and we can create a positive attitude at workplace. That is why affiliation needs, which includes friendship, affection, belongingness, maintaining cordial relation with colleagues, etc. So when it comes to an individual example like friendship, so each and every human being, so to be required a need of friend. A friend in need is a friend indeed. So always we call as like the friendship, affection. So like all those needs which comes under affiliation needs. So once the affiliation needs are satisfied, then the person moves to the next higher level, esteem needs. So here the esteem needs are those needs which are to be arised based on the personal experience, skills and knowledge at the workplace. If a person have more number of experience in doing the work means, so he is in the need of getting good position in the organization, like becoming manager, deputy manager or officer in an organization. So like esteem needs which includes getting a job title. So it means obtaining the higher position than at present position. Say for example, a person working as junior accountant and he worked for 5 years. So he is got on all the experience relating to accounting. After that he need an experience, he have an experience and he need a promotion like obtaining the senior accountant post. So like the company must provide a job title. So when it comes to an individual example, getting the status or good position. So like the experienced, well competent, knowledgeable and skillful employee, they are in need of getting good status or position in the company. That is the esteem needs. Then last comes, once the esteem need is over, then a person moves to the higher level of need, that is self actualization need. So the self actualization need is like becoming self reliant. I can achieve anything, whatever the target given by the topmost managers in organization, and obtaining the topmost position in an enterprise, like becoming a managing director of company from the post of lower level rank, from lower level rank to the topmost company or topmost position of the company. So this need is to be required. So like self actualization needs, which includes achievement of goals. I can do anything, I can achieve whatever the target given by the topmost manager in the organization. That level of confidence to be raised by an employee when he is an topmost experience and when he is an good knowledge and skill of doing work. That is achievement of goals. When it comes to an individual example, self fulfillment. So without taking any guidelines, without receiving any suggestions and instructions, the people is going to complete the work given by the superior or topmost manager in company. So like self fulfillment is an individual example. So this is all about the Maslow need hierarchy theory. So it is to be presented in the triangle diagram, and that is to be from basic to higher level needs. So why it is to be presented like from below to higher? It means upward movement means you can just observe the space. So here basic needs, that is to be required for everyone. So it means this space is like it's having this much of space, it is to be required for everyone. And just you can observe the gap in the safety or security needs. When it compared to basic needs, the space is very less, means it is to be required by only some people who are at basic needs. When you look into the third level of need, affiliation or belongingness needs, the number of requirement or the people numbers get reduced, and it is to be required for only some of the peoples. And esteem needs, like again it is also lesser to the affiliation needs, like it's also required for only few members when it compared to affiliation needs. And at last comes self actualization needs. So that is to be required only for few members, those who are having rich knowledge, skill, experience and a caliber to work more and more in the company. So like this we can make or we can identify so the differences in each and every level of need. So this is all about the Maslow's need hierarchy theory, and it is an very important concept, and it may ask in your practical oriented question. For how many marks the practical oriented question? Each question carries 5 marks. There are 2 questions, and from this chapter the practical oriented question is Maslow need hierarchy theory. So if it asks in examination under practical oriented question, means just simply you can draw the diagram so of like this. I am displaying the images on screen. So by referring those images, do write the explanation and also draw this diagram very neatly and be practice it. It's very important and very most expected question to be asked in practical oriented question from this chapter.